What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Smallville. Today we're here with Season 3, Episode 9, entitled Asylum. Now, we know we're in Belle Rev, so we're not in Arkham Asylum, but we're at the Asylum with Lex, and I've heard we might be seeing some Freaks of the Week pop back up in this episode. We've seen some of these freaks get thrown in jail. Most of them have not, well, a lot of them have died, but not all of them. So I'm excited to see if we get any guest characters in this. But to be honest with you, I'm more excited just to continue the storyline from the last episode, because last episode might just be the best episode of the show. I don't know. I have to really think about it and look back, but it might be. So I'm very excited. If you guys are excited, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell so you get notified every time I'm dropping a new episode of Smallville. And let's get in. Let's go to the Asylum.
Next.
Gonna be honest, the only way out of this, I think, for Lex is to somehow figure out a plan to stop taking the meds. But he's already so far onto the meds that I feel like, how can he possibly think his way out? Isn't he just lost in the craziness? Oh, never mind. There we go. He's not swallowing the pills. Smart.
How you freak? You're the one that should be in here!
Oh, who?
You're the one that should be in here!
Who is he again? Oh, crap.
Lock you up, you freak! Get up.
Oh!
Hey, Kent. It's me,
Eric.
Eric. You struck by lightning lately?
Yep, I remember him. He got Clark's powers in Season 1.
See you, Clark.
Oh!
Tell my two favorite ex-girlfriends I said hello.
Keep moving, Ian.
Yeah, Ian, the shapeshifter. That was really, really cool. I like how they did that. We got like a quick one-liner from each of them. I just don't remember who the first one was. I remember the other two.
Lex?
Clark, I was wondering if I'd ever see you again.
I've been trying to visit you for the last month. The doctor said you weren't ready to see anyone.
It's been a month? Okay.
Please, Clark. Don't let me rot in this cesspool.
Get that bastard out of my sight!
I'll never forgive you for this, Clark. Never!
There has to be more to that. I don't think Lex just did that to do that. I am curious to see what Lex is up to. Surely he has a better plan than this. What? Where are the other guards? No one heard that.
Look! What are you doing here, my friend?
Honestly surprised he even got this far. Really? Really? I mean, he's just not gonna make it out of here. What? He's already gotten way farther than I thought he was gonna get. But surely, yeah, no, he's not getting away. They're literally right there on him. And I'm guessing the fence is barbed wire. Yeah. And they got tasers. Yeah. Ow. Fell right on it. I thought maybe he was just doing that to see, like, to test things, but he seemed like he almost made it out, so maybe he was really, really trying to escape there. I don't know. I just can't tell if Lex is still crazy or not, because I know we saw him not taking his pills, but, like, then the scene with Clark, I don't know. I can't tell yet.
Well, Lionel's never going to let him out. I'm his only chance.
Clark, you can't just break somebody out of a state institution. Then you would go to jail, and Lex would be out there a fugitive with your secret on the tip of his tongue.
Pete knows my secret, and that's turned out okay.
Lex is different.
Yeah, because Pete's not in the show. Oh, poor Pete. Hashtag justice for Pete.
You know you've got another friend in a hospital that you haven't visited.
Lana doesn't really want to see me right now.
She was in shock, Clark. She didn't mean what she said.
Except she's right. All I've done is put her in danger. She's better off without me.
This is crazy. This might be the second time in the entire show we've seen this side of the house. The other time was when that one woman who thought Clark was her son was like looking around the house. Dang, Lana. She got beat up by a horse.
Okay. Okay, that's enough for today. Good work today, sweetie. Thanks.
Okay.
Hurts, doesn't it?
What? Damon? No way!
You're getting off way too easily.
He's so young.
Excuse me?
No one's
funny.
gonna fight this battle for you. You're on your own. See you around.
So he's basically just playing Damon here too. Well, that'll make it easy to watch him since it's just the same character. Well, without the fangs. And maybe just slightly less arrogant. What
Lex,
is he in?
you sabotaged my efforts to have you released.
Shut
For
up.
at home. I told
Whatever.
you. I'm cured. A cured patient doesn't belong in a hospital. Oh, it's painful to see you like this.
This guy's genuinely a psychopath. Like, what is wrong with this guy? He's actually getting all weepy and teary-eyed.
You know I have your best interest at heart, don't you? The only interest you have is staying out of prison. You did this to me. You're the one who's insane!
Honestly, if Lex ends up killing his dad, this is kind of what would push him to do that. Yeah, this is wild. Oh, they're getting more screen time?
Well, if it isn't Ku Klux Van.
Get out of my grill, freaks.
I'd watch your mouth in here if I were you. Yeah, we heard about your little one-man ethnic cleansing campaign.
Oh, the bounty hunter. Oh, I liked him. I don't know why I forgot him.
We don't want to hurt you, Van. Believe it or not, the three of us have something in common.
I seriously doubt that.
Clark Kent put us all in here. And word on the ward is you know his weakness.
Why should I tell you?
Well, because we're looking to sample the sweet taste of revenge.
See, if you weaken him, I can leech his powers and break us all out of here.
No, you can't.
Wait, you took Clark's powers. How?
It's a lightning strike. You took him back with a high voltage shock.
That wouldn't work again. And then how are they keeping him from duplicating himself in here? I guess the medication maybe? But do they even know how to keep that at bay? Doesn't he have to have kryptonite in his hand when the lightning strikes them or the electricity, whatever, and touching Clark at the same time to get that power switched? I don't know. That's a weird one to bring back, I feel like. But Ian, who can duplicate himself, that makes sense. But then the other guy is just a normal kid. There's nothing like power-based about him. He was just going after Meadows.
Dr. Foster has recommended Lex for radical electroshock therapy.
Lionel's so evil.
Memory loss is almost a given. And if everything doesn't go exactly as planned, Lex could turn out a vegetable.
When does this happen?
24 hours.
Dang. Clark's definitely gonna end up busting him out. I don't believe he won't. Why would they let them have one of those? What? Oh, okay, so he can still duplicate himself. He just hasn't been, I guess, for whatever reason. Can he only make 2 of himself, or can he make more than that?
When Clark shows up, I'll be ready. But until then, let's not pretend like we're friends.
I just wanted you to meet my better half.
Oh! Oh!
Well, you should know better than to trust a meteor freak.
They just killed him?
You're on deck, Mr. Luther. If you want to save your cerebrum, you know where to find me.
What do you mean? He can't move. How is he gonna find you? You have to come back to him. What the heck do you mean, bro? Why is he so in control, by the way? I mean, he was good, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I feel like there are better freaks of the week we could have chosen maybe than the ones that were being presented. I think Ian's a good choice, but the other two made no sense.
And I convinced Foster to stop the procedure. She's on her way right now to sign the cancellation papers.
And you think this is a good thing?
Also, love that Pete is here.
You think it's easy keeping a lid on your secret? I've got to think about it every time we're around other people to make sure I don't slip.
Is that why you're never in these episodes, Pete?
And I always got to cover your unexplained exits.
When? I'm not seeing you do that once.
The point is that I got your back. But Lex won't.
Claire Foster's dead.
Oh, bro. Oh, my. I told you. Yeah, I knew Lionel would do something about it. Crazy.
You better back off before he sets his sights on you.
Facts.
Now, I know you were just trying to help Lex, but I think you've made matters worse.
No, there's got to be another way to stop the procedure.
Clark, Dr. Foster tried to stop it, and look what happened to her.
Yep.
Lionel Luther is going to make sure this procedure happens.
Lionel is crazy, dude. He is the ultimate villain of this show. Oh, yeah, I knew it. Clark's now gonna break in and break Lex out. This doesn't surprise me.
Clark, I knew you'd come. Let's get you out of here.
How are we ever gonna get Lex to not know this, by the way? Oh, come on. What is the chance of this, by the way? He just happened to come in here when Clark broke in? Really?
Leave him alone!
Oh no, what? Why is he coughing up blood? Oh, I guess he did just get punched in the face a few times. Where are all the guards? What is going on? The security is crazy.
Eric, time to give me those powers back. It's not like you use them anyway.
He actually uses them every episode, Eric. I just don't... I mean, they do have the kryptonite rock, which they need, but I don't know, maybe it'll work. But Lex is gonna have to save the day here.
Wrong again, idiot.
Clark!
Oh, crap.
You got Clark! Help me get out! No!
I don't know, but I ain't taking any chances.
No! No!
Dang, what are we gonna do? This is actually one of those Smallville episodes I don't know what we're gonna do. How are we gonna get them out of this? Because surely Lex isn't gonna go through shock therapy, and then Clark, I don't know how we're gonna get Clark out of his predicament.
A few days ago, I wouldn't have even thought that was possible.
Sometimes you just have to look impossibility straight in the eye.
What? Why is Lana here?
Why did you say that name?
I hate when I get names wrong. Why is Mrs. Kent here? Oh, okay. She's giving her a ride home.
Interesting physical therapist.
Yep, she likes
So, how's Clark?
new
Got
boyfriend.
his card.
We gonna add him to the title sequence or something? Oh, they actually got him strapped up? They're gonna do it? No, they're not.
I'll pay you whatever you want. You'll never have to work another day in your life.
He doesn't want your money, son.
Of course he's here. He would be. Make sure it happens. Evil, sadistic.
Liar!
I'm sorry, son.
No, don't do this, Dad.
Be strong.
Don't do this.
Be strong. Be strong. Be strong. Do it.
No way! No way! I wonder if this is actually gonna work. Also, why wouldn't, oh.
What's happening?
Okay, wait,
You
this
don't have
makes
any
sense.
power.
The power's
There
out
must be
now.
a short somewhere.
Well, fix it.
Why not? That's okay, that's smart. Also, but what I was gonna say is, why didn't Ian just do this? He could get Clark's power and be able to I keep wanting to say shapeshift, duplicate himself. Why wouldn't he want that?
We're a team. I thought we were friends. There's no such thing as friends in here.
Oh! Fair play, Eric. Oh, there we go. Oh my god! Yo! Oh no, Lex! No! No, Clark, turn the power back off.
Do it. Again.
There has to be an episode at some point where Lex is gonna kill Lionel, and when that happens, oh, I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be so sweet. Sounds crazy to root for someone to die, but dude, Lionel deserves it. This is insane what he's doing to Lex.
I'm not really ready to be jumping into another relationship right away.
Trust me, I don't want to be a rebound boy either. But I would like to be a friend.
No, I'd like that.
At some point, I'm sure he'll be her boyfriend. That just seems the route that they're going down. I'm excited to see where that goes, but I'm more excited to see where Lex is going.
Clark, how you feeling? Great, actually. Did your dad tell you why he had you committed?
He said I had a psychotic break. I'm just grateful my father recognized it in time.
Me too.
Oh, no way.
Do you want to tell me something, Clark?
You're not gonna...
No.
So now he doesn't remember Clark has powers, and he doesn't remember that the reason he was in the asylum was because of Lionel. Dang, man, that kind of sucks. And Clark is just playing along with it, which is, I don't know how I feel about that.
Clark, I do not want you and Chloe taking up this charge.
Someone's gonna make Lionel pay for his crime.
Someday somebody is going to make Lionel pay for his crime, but that day is not today, Clark. Now, I know this is very difficult for you, but you have to realize that there are people out there who are more powerful than you are.
I mean, if he wasn't against killing, if Clark wanted to, he could go kill Lionel, and honestly, probably nothing would come of it. He could just zoom in, snap his neck, zoom out, and no one would know. Oh no, what did Lionel see? That could be anything to Lionel. I know Lionel already has some suspicion on Clark, but like, because he had a file on him in season 2. But what I'm saying is, all Lex is saying is, I know your secret. And Lex his mind has been erased now. So he doesn't remember. So that's kind of pointless information for Lionel to see. I just don't buy this, by the way. She's been in danger every episode of this show, and now she's acting like this. I don't care about this storyline, just because it seems stupid. All right, so that was season 3, episode 9, Asylum. And we did get some guest appearances in this episode. The Freaks of the Week were back, a couple of them. Just to get that out of the way real quick. So the Freaks of the Week that came back, we had Ian, who could duplicate himself, Eric, who in season 1 got Clark's powers, and we had the bounty hunter from episode 3 of this season. So they were in the asylum with Lex, and Clark obviously showed up. I loved how they introduced them back into the show at the beginning of the episode, where it was like Clark is walking to Lex, and as he's on his way there, each one kind of passes by Clark in some way and drops like a one-liner. I thought that was cool. I thought it was interesting that they killed off the bounty hunter pretty quickly. I think that makes sense. Again, it seemed kind of weird that he was going to be the one running the show in a way, because he doesn't have powers. Like, he was against the kids with powers, so if anything, he would just try to kill them and stuff. So it makes sense they eliminated him pretty quickly. But in terms of Ian and Eric being the ones to come back, Ian I'm cool with because he actually has a power. Eric doesn't, though. So I found that one to be a little pointless. I know he got the power back at some point in the episode because they set up the whole thing where he could, you know, get electrocuted with the kryptonite in his hand and then get Clark's power. But I don't know. I feel like there were probably better Freaks of the Week we could have had come back. I mean, none come to mind off the top of my head right away. I'd have to think about it just because, you know, we've had so many Freaks of the Week that I don't really remember all of them. And the only reason I remembered some of these characters here was because, they talked about them in the episode, and so now I just remember who they are. But anyways, I think there was probably some better options, but I'd have to like really think about who actually survived and then who died, because I don't really remember who's actually still alive that were Freaks of the Week, because a lot of them end up dying, so I don't know. Lex was great again. Michael Rosenbaum gave another good performance in this episode. I definitely preferred the last episode. The chaos of that one was really, really fun to watch and go along the ride. This one was really cool too, and I like how things kind of played out. Like Eric needing to use a lot of energy, a lot of electricity to get his power, sabotaging Lex's shock therapy. I thought was really, really good writing. Like, that was very smart writing, because I didn't think that. Like, I didn't think, oh, hey, once Eric does what he's planning to do to get Clark's powers, that's gonna affect Lex's shock therapy. My mind never thought of that. So that was actually clever writing and good planning ahead. So if that's the reason they brought Eric back was, oh, well, we're going to have a scene where Lex is going to get shock therapy done, but we need something to interrupt that. Oh, let's have the kid who got his power from electricity have to use the electricity again to get the power back, which would cause a power outage. You know, that just makes sense. That's smart writing. And I gotta applaud them for that, because that was really good. And then in terms of the stuff going on with Lex and Lionel, this was probably Lionel's best episode in terms of really showcasing how much of a maniacal, psychotic, insane villain that he is. Like, we've seen him be evil before in other episodes for sure, but this episode really nailed that. Like, he was pure evil in this episode. The scene that he had with Lex, where Lex is in the the contraption or whatever, and Lionel's like getting all weepy and teary-eyed as he's like telling his son, I wish it didn't have to come to this. Just ignoring Lex because Lex is like, I'm not insane, whatever, let me go. And he's just almost letting him talk and not responding to what Lex is saying. He's just there to say his piece that he thinks he should say, maybe because they're on camera or something, and then he's dipping. And then I love that he was there for the shock therapy because it's like, yeah, he's got to oversee it. And the doctor they convinced to stop the procedure, how she's dead, it's like, yeah, exactly. That's what Lionel's gonna do. He's evil, and that's why Jonathan and Martha are like, don't get involved, because even though it's wrong to not help, it's also really, really dangerous. And even Clark, who has all these powers, he can't always protect the people he loves, like Lana and Chloe and Pete and Jonathan and Martha. Lionel could kill any of them just to get at Clark. And Lionel probably knows his weakness at this point. I don't know what Lionel knows. We don't know what was in the file from season 2. He was looking at the thing on the security camera at the end there. What does he know? We don't know. I'm excited to see that progress more as the show goes on. And I'm also just excited to see where we go from here. Lex is kind of back to normal, which I'm kind of 50-50 on, because now it's such an easy way of like, now we're back to normal Smallville, which I hope doesn't happen, because Clark knows, Jonathan knows, they all know except Lex. And Lana doesn't really know, but they all know. So hopefully we continue that forward and don't just forget about it for a while. I hope we don't do that, but I could also see Smallville doing that. But we'll see. And then on the Lana side of things, Damon being brought into the show, I believe his character's name was Adam. That's cool. I hope he sticks around just because it's Damon. Unlike Stefan, who got 1 episode and then dipped, and apparently he's never coming back, which sucks. But yeah, hopefully Damon actually sticks around now. His connection with Lana actually was pretty good, and it could have been because I know him as Damon already, but his screen presence was really good, and I thought he fit in pretty well. So I'm excited to see where that goes to. Is he going to be in the show more? I feel like he's going to be, because they kind of left that open at the end. So I'm excited. If you guys are excited for more, do me a favor, subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I'm dropping a new episode of Smallville. Also, feel free to go check out the Patreon page, linked in the description below. Over there, you can watch the entire episode with me from the beginning all the way to the end, where you sync up your own copy. And also, if you do become a patron, you get shouted out at the end of every single video. So shouting out the patrons, we have Everton V, the Superman Batman, Josh Schwitz, Nina Platt, and Pentatonic Superfan. Thank you guys so much for being patrons, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. That's a wrap. Woohoo!
I am on break. I'm gonna live like a king by doing my thing. Hey, I am on break. I'm gonna live life free. I'm gonna do it like me. Yeah, I am on break. No, this is not fake. I'm just chilling on break.